This video is a recording of me adding a couple features to a project I'm working on in assembly, x86 assembly using the masm assembler. The project has two linked lists, a run list and a hold list, each containing the addresses to job structures. In this vid, I'm first adding the logic for a run command, which moves a node from the hold list to the run list. So here I'm testing what register parameters this run command I'm adding receives. And with a few tests, I'm able to determine that it's getting the address to a parameter buffer and not the address to a job structure. So here I'm testing what register parameters this run command I'm adding receives. And with a few tests, I'm able to determine that it's getting the address to a parameter buffer and not the address to a job structure. Here I'm just printing what's in that register to make sure that it is getting a job address. Here I'm adding comments which notate what type of data is stored in the registers I'm using. I sort of try to simulate C++ code in these comments. In this comment, I'm notating that match job returns two things. It sets or clears the carry flag and leaves the address to the matched job in EBX. So I separate those return values with a comma. Here I'm adding labels to handle the branching logic. I'm actually pretty sure that the no job exists branch is redundant, as it should all be validated by the time this procedure actually gets called. Generally, I think labels are a really useful way to add semantic information to assembly code, and I try to make them excessively long and detailed as much as I can. Here I'm checking a member of the job referenced by EBX. I'm checking the mode property. Mode hold is a predefined constant, and only a job in hold mode can be set to running mode, so that logic has to be accounted for in the branches. Here I'm just copy pasting some code from another procedure for printing feedback when the command finishes successfully. You want to give the user some feedback on that. For printing this feedback, I want to print the name of the job that was set to run mode. The printing procedure is looking for the address of a string to be stored in the EDX register, but I just moved the address of the job in EBX to EDX because the first member of a job is its name string. Because a string is the first member of the job struct, the structure can be treated as a string by procedures that write strings from addresses. Here I'm looking at the section of the code that has the insert and remove procedures for inserting and removing nodes from the linked lists to see which ones I need to call. Because in this run command, I need to remove a job from the hold linked list and insert it into the run linked list. Fortunately, I already defined procedures to do that when I was writing other parts of the program. Here, I'm testing that jobs get successfully removed from the hold list before I add the logic to insert them into the run list. I hadn't yet tested the remove from hold list procedure, and I wanted to make sure that it worked before I finished the logic. Here I'm adding a call to insert the job into the run list, but I'm missing a step. Here I'm remembering that the insert into run list procedure requires that the job mode be set to mode run before it's inserted into the run list. And it does work after I do that. Here I'm noticing that some of the error message text gets cut off by the list print, and I don't like it. And I spent some time thinking about an easy solution, but don't come up with anything right away. Here I'm copying the logic from the run procedure I just wrote because the procedure for moving a job from the run list to the hold list is virtually identical to the procedure for moving a job from the hold list to the run list. So I'm going to reuse this code for the hold command. Basically, everywhere in the hold procedure that says run has to be changed to say hold. Other than that, the procedures are identical. Here I'm testing it, and it doesn't work when I try putting a running job into hold mode. Here I finally see the bug. The job needs to be set to mode hold, not mode run, before it gets added to the list. I had forgotten to change that when I copied the procedure over. Here I'm testing, swapping between the lists, and it all seems to work correctly. There's still an error on line 2121, but I didn't notice because that whole branch is redundant anyway and it never gets run.